So yeah, man, you were saying you Stacks the plug to be here.
Yeah, man. I hope Stacks is here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So do we. So do we.
Me and him went to school together, high school.
Yeah.
And
How long ago was that?
Sheesh. Hey, I'm not that old, by the way, but it was some time ago, But we went to school together, high school, and we had our own little crew and shit. I'm gonna fucking say it. Fuck it. It used to be cool kids with a K.
Okay.
Fucking cool.
That's some early 2000s naming behavior for sure.
That's with remember the paint on the shirts and shit. We used to do all that. I used to do it for everybody in the school with the bandanas and all that shit. We had bracelets.
There you go.
You used to tag the shirts for the whole crew?
Yeah.
That's pretty fire.
You actually asked Stacks the plug, and I did it for the whole high school. It was basically fabric paint, and it used to be like swirls or like just flinging the fucking fabric paint. I used to sell it to everybody in school.
Yeah.
That started out for the crew, and then everybody just started buying this shit.
Yeah, of course. They see some fly shit. They be like, "Hey, where'd you get that?" You be like, "Nah, you gotta talk to my mans. I got the hookup."
And we was fly. I'm gonna be real with you. But we used to go to school together, and this story goes together with the whole graffiti shit from back in the day. But I'll let y'all ask the questions though.
Hold up, let's intro it real quick. Hold up.
Live from the MC.
Ask worse.
Yo, live from the MC. Okay. Eddie Horchata is here. Why Horchata? We don't know. We don't know.
It's a name I don't think I can escape anymore at this point.
We still trying to figure that out. Nonetheless, we're the DP, and today we have a special guest. Live from the MC, we have our boy Status.
Yo, what's up?
Legendary graffiti artist Status.
Hey, he said it.
Anonymous.
Anonymous as well. Put some respect on it.
But those that know, what's up, yo? And yeah, I made a hole in my mask, so still drinking Casamigos.
Ooh, let's fucking go. So Status, welcome to the show. Welcome to the DP. Thank you for stopping by.
I'm a fan, by the way.
Oh,
Thanks.
Hold on.
Yeah. I really am. I follow y'all. I like it. I love it. It's cool.
Yeah, subscribe, like, turn on the notifications, and comment.
And leave a review. Reviews help too.
Reviews as well. That's all. If you're there, I thought.
Yeah. I've been following you guys. That's what's up, bro. I like what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And now that you mention it, I've been following you as well. And it's funny because as we were talking about earlier, that once I came across your Instagram, like I started just noticing the name just more and more. It's like within abundance, I would say.
Okay.
Especially right here through the Dyckman Bronx area.
Yes.
So like I've been seeing that a lot.
I appreciate that. I do it for the people. I do it for myself. But I've been doing it for many years.
Yeah, how long have you been doing it?
Ooh, shit. This is when people are going to realize that I'm a little middle-aged.
No, it's all right, man. Hey, age is just a number.
Actually, before we get into that, let's get your demographics because that's very important. So, where were you born?
I was born in New York.
New York City.
Yeah, I was born in New York City. I've been painting since 2004-ish. So since 2004, I would claim, because anything before that, I don't really want to claim it. But 2004 is when I really started writing Status. Maybe.
What's your nationality?
I'm Dominican.
So you were born in the Heights?
I'm from Dyckman, so yeah, I was born in New York City, Metropolitan Hospital to be exact. But born and raised in Dyckman.
How old are you?
I think he said he was going to try to keep that a secret.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, because we're trying to get the background.
Yeah,
we
want the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, we're trying to create a feeling here, especially after all the mentions that, first of all, high school was a while ago.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Well, true,
the cool
so-
kids, you know.
Yeah.
I don't mind. All right, I'll answer everything that I can answer, but obviously,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to keep
we
my,
want to get
identity for the law enforcement away, but I'm 35 years old.
You're young, man. You're young. You're young. You're young. You're so young.
Okay, so 35. So you said you started getting into your actual tag status.
It was really in 2000, but I want to claim 2004. That's the thing. But it's really
2004. It was really 2000.
2000, but 2004 is when I really went like crazy. Like,
yeah. Also, you were a little younger, right? You were still trying to find your identity. Still trying to find out like what.
I rolled something else before status, so I used to write EKA, just EKA Eka, and I got caught in junior high school for the tag because I went crazy in school, wrote it everywhere, and like it was all over my building. It's like dumb shit you do when you're younger, and it's like the cops went to the fucking school and like they went through my notebook and I got fucking caught, like
yikes,
like super caught. So that same day, that's the funny shit, because I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking stop. That same day in junior high school, I came up with status. And then I've been writing it ever since.
Would you say how does one get into tagging? Did you draw before you started tagging, I'm guessing?
So yeah, I always loved art. I always loved like painting, but getting into it, like it's very different because there's so many different artists out there. It could be like a canvas artist. It can be acrylic, oil, pastel, like fucking colored pencils or any type of like art has so many different categories.
Right.
And I've done it all too. You know what I'm saying? Like I have canvases that I've done acrylic, oil, even a scratch board. All my artists know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But when I picked up a spray can, I'm going to be honest with you, it was completely different. Yes, the word toy begins when you first pick up a can. Is like toy is considered like somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, an amateur.
Ooh, graffiti slang.
Yeah. Basically, when I first picked up a can, I was a fucking toy. So you pick it up, you don't have can control, you're just dripping everywhere, and you're just writing all fucking ugly everywhere for no apparent reason. When I started writing with Krylons. That shit is throwback. You know what I'm saying? Like Krylons are fucking horrible for graffiti. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a paid promotion. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So I started writing with Krylons and then moved on up to Rust-Oleans and then Montanas. You know what I'm saying? It's just
are those so yeah, you threw out a lot of
are
those like types of paint? Is that like a brand? Okay,
so basically
all right.
The brand of spray paint you would. Now that we're having this conversation, just like you said that you started seeing the status everywhere after we spoke. It's basically a brand on spray paint. It's Krylon. Mm-hmm. It's like a throwback back in the day.
Right.
They're still out there. But
and I would imagine too, when you were younger, Krylon was like the inexpensive one too, right? So now you're probably
kind of. It was at my local hardware stores around Dyckman.
Copy.
I didn't even level up to go into Home Depot and nothing like that. So I always just go to the hardware store in Sherman or on Dyckman. You know what I'm saying? Like just my local and they had Krylon.
Yeah.
Rust-Olean is like a little level up after Krylon. So the hood didn't even have that shit.
Got you.
So I started writing with that shit. Super drippy, super fucking glossy. It's trash, but that's what I learned with. And then I got put onto Rust-Oleans and they're...
Hold on,
I learned something here,
Status,
man.
hold on.
I learned something.
Hold on, because I feel like we're getting into the levels of these things, like...
And I think that's what we came here for.
No, yeah, we're gonna give the people what they want. We're gonna get there. But before we get there, give me some foreplay, like... Let's start it from the beginning. I want to understand the mindset. How does an artist become a graffiti artist? Like the origins of the story.
Right. So how do you go from writing in a notebook, little doodles on your canvas to picking up a spray can? Like, do you have like inspiration? Was there somebody that showed you the ways of the force?
So nobody showed me the way. Actually, damn, I'm gonna go back. Y'all remember PlayStation?
Yeah, let's go back.
All right, so PlayStation 1, there was this game called Driver. That's it.
Driver.
Y'all can look it up.
Oh, yeah. I remember that game.
Y'all can even pull it up on YouTube, just Driver. So you were just doing dumb shit. You're doing missions. Remember, people, PlayStation 1. So the game Driver, you start driving through the
Was graffiti one of the missions?
It actually, no. It actually wasn't at all.
Yeah, it was I guess like baby version of GTA 3 before that one dropped.
It was just a driving game. You have to like do a mission. You have to get there in a certain time. You have to like pick somebody up. Like it was just driving. You were like a driver for like certain missions. So I'm explaining to you how I was already like, I love graffiti. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the tunnels. I'm taking the train.
How old are you at the time?
I'm talking about like 13 years old, like 12, 14. I'm looking at graffiti in the tunnels. Like
so graffiti just happened to catch your eye growing up?
Yeah. So it's like, it's not like somebody introduces like, you should do this. It's like an artist, a graffiti artist, you're just a graffiti artist.
So basically nobody introduced this to you. This is just something that caught your eye and just draw your attention.
Again, for an impressionable kid at 12 years old, growing up here, growing up here in Dyckman, growing up in the Heights.
Graffiti. Wait. Yes, kinda. This is gonna be like a left hook. My big brother used to write Case, K-A-C-E, but not really. He would just like grab a marker and like I always see him like doodling like on the wall or like on a piece of paper. I'm not gonna say that exactly because my brother was
right. Older brother, right? I would imagine.
Oldest brother. Yeah. I have two older brothers, but he used to write Case and but not really like grab a can and go through it. You know what I'm saying? He was just sick with the fucking hand. Like his hand style was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it went from like, okay, my brother's doing little tags on a fucking notebook. I was already attracted to the graffiti outside. I'm writing the trains. And then this game driver has nothing to do with graffiti. So this is where it all began. You're driving through this fucking neighborhood because you can also do like GTA, like do the mission.
Right.
Free play or
whatever. Right. Mm-hmm.
You go through a little alley and there's graffiti on the gate. And the only graffiti in the game is Eka. Just so you guys know. Yes.
Oh, all right, cool.
100%.
So that's where Echo comes from then.
EKA. Eka. So I took that tag even though I saw it in the game and I fucking started writing it all over my fucking hood.
Gotcha.
All over my school. Like, I'm talking about everywhere at a young age. And I got caught.
So you just found it fascinating that your brother's tag was in a game.
No,
that's his tag. That's the tag that he started with.
The tag that I saw in the game, I started writing in the street. Yeah. My brother used to write Case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I started writing Eka. But that was the only like graffiti, like coincidence in my life. But it wasn't the reason why I started writing.
Like you'd call that like the only inspiration you had,
there
right?
You go. Yeah. So then once I got caught for the driver game graffiti that anybody could just go and play and see what I'm talking about. Once I got caught, I changed my tag instantly to status. Once I did that, it's 2022 and I'm still writing status. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So I don't know. It's a thrill. It's a passion that I have. I do it for myself, and I also like it feels good when people recognize your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate your art. You know, I met a lot of really cool friends, a lot of really cool people, a lot of cool fans, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't do it for all that shit back then, you know what I'm saying? Like
you did it for the love of the game, as they say.
It, you know what I'm saying? There was no Instagram back then.
Mm-hmm.
There was no nothing. There was no like, post this, get a bunch of likes. I was just doing the shit. We were fucking disposable cameras. Me and my boy Jice. We were just taking pictures of our shit and printing it out just to look at it ourselves.
Right.
So there was no social media at all. And this is like disposable cameras back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The little yellow ones that you take to ride.
Yeah, the Polaroids.
Yeah, man. So it was just because we love to do it. And there is a game that actually came into play a couple years later. It was the Mark Echo Getting Up. You guys could look it up.
Yeah.
It's 100% graffiti game. Where in the game you could like do graffiti and, tag up or whatever the fuck. But once we played that game, I got other people to join my little escapades. After they saw what I was doing, got the game, and then I started building a crew and shit like that.
Where does everyone know to be like? How is it like everyone goes like, oh yeah, this is where we're gonna go. Like we're gonna hit this billboard. We're gonna hit this truck stop, this truck depot.
So basically, it all depends on who your crew is and what your vibe is that night. Sometimes you do want to hit Broadway. Sometimes you do want to hit 42nd Street. Sometimes you do want to hit the highway. Sometimes you do want to hit a rooftop or a billboard.
Bro, that shit sounds thrilling.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
No, it is.
Yeah, I
Let's
could
go
imagine
tag
like your
42nd
heart just
Street?
bouncing the whole time.
Yeah. It just depends what your mood is that night and what your people's mood is. Bro, I've painted by my damn self. And I've also painted with like I like my 3-man army. That's what I call it. Cause it's just 2 lookouts while one hits the gate and then like the next one rocks and like 2 people looking out. Hot Boy is just everybody rocks at the same time and just chancing and just get the fuck away. But at this day and
Hot
age,
Boys is where it's at. 500 degrees.
well, there's a difference though. Like for example, when I first started out, Hot Boy was it. Like I literally used to write Hot Boy in my feelings. But you have to understand there's a different time and age. At that point, like, you know, you're living with your mom, you're just going to school, you don't have rent, you don't have work the next day, you know, you don't have responsibilities.
Right.
So like moving forward, it's 2022. I'm a father. I have a job.
Congrats.
I have rent.
Congrats. Hold on.
Just so people can understand, you know, you're a father, you have a job, you have bills, you know what I'm saying? You have rent, you have all these things, you have a car, you know what I'm saying? Like you have so many like reasons to not do it, but I still do it.
For the love of the game.
Yes, but just like in a more militant way, not as Hot Boy as back in the day.
Right.
Meaning I still do what I do, obviously, because I'm still painting, but I don't do it as like so like reckless as back in the day.
Right, yeah. You're not taking any chances.
Yeah, so I'm definitely doing it. I'm still painting.
Yo, how often do you do it?
I paint like 2 or 3 nights a week.
It's a part-time job. You know what I mean? 28 hours, that's it.
I paint 2 or 3 nights a week, and it's literally like with my peoples, we'd be like, yo, what's up? We hitting the Bronx tonight or Manhattan? We doing Brooklyn? All right, cool. We're gonna hit Queens. Yo, we out to Jersey. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just, what is the vibe tonight?
Do you have a specific style? Like, do you like to get on 5th floors and just that's just the thrill for you, or you're more like a 42nd Street type of guy?
Yeah, ground level guy.
I like ground level stuff. You know, especially, you know, with my little heavy set side, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to just climb all that. I'm not saying I can't climb anymore, but I like more like the street spots, daytime spots. Daytime spots is called like when you see a store that says store for rent, that's a daytime spot. That is gonna rock.
Just tag it up.
All day long, 24 hours a day, broad daylight, nighttime. If it says store for rent, that is number 1 spot for everybody to hit, not just me, all graffiti artists. If you see a store for rent, that shit's gonna have graffiti on it. Guaranteed. In New York City. Box trucks, guaranteed there's gonna be graffiti on it.
And when do you hit the box trucks? When they're in the lot, like in the depot, or like just when they park trying to make a delivery?
There's people that scout the truck lots.
Yeah.
They just hop over the fences at night and just have a hoorah night, you know, drinking beer, smoking blunts, and just hit like 20 blunts in one night.
Yeah, I'm about to go graffiti tonight.
And they just hit all the trucks in the lot. You know, there's no risk, you know, just super smooth. I like hitting trucks like when I see them, like while I'm hitting gates and I see a truck parked somewhere on an alley, I'm going to smack both sides. I'm going to hit the street side and I'm going to hit the sidewalk side. I hit the back too. Because then now when the shit is moving, everybody see it. Wherever it parks, wherever it drives, people just tag you on Instagram or send you the picture. Yo, you in Jersey. Yo, you in Connecticut. You know, trucks are good. It's like a moving billboard.
That's what's up.
Bro, this is a hardcore lifestyle. This shit is serious.
So I want to know a little bit more about the community too. So you said you ride with 2 dudes. You mentioned them before. I don't know if you wanted to shout them out again.
Yeah, I'll shout them out. I usually paint with Loso. I paint with Nate. I paint with Kitty. She's a girl. She get it in too. And I paint with Broccoli. That's my team right now. And I paint with Misk, MISK. It's my boy. We always get it off.
Yeah.
We always get it off. Every time we paint, it's crazy. So it's like certain people that you paint with, you know what the night's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that I could just paint with, and there's certain people that I could just paint, hit the bar, and go paint again.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that just want to paint. And there's people that want to paint, party, and paint. And I like that shit. I like the
you like the mix.
Yeah, there's like certain friends that,
Yeah.
we could be bombing. That's the word we use. Bombing, like in Brooklyn. And like we'll stop at a bar for like an hour or two, get fucking lit, and then just keep going and just start hitting more shit. Because now you're lit, you're saucy, you in the feels. So you feel like you get away with anything.
So I would say that New York City is the mecca of graffiti.
Definitely the mecca.
Of course.
And, I don't want to forget anything. So I started out writing in New York. I don't want to forget any fucking states that I haven't hit. So I've been painting.
Yeah, that was my next question. Where are the big other graffiti
So I don't know
communities?
About big, but California is super big on graffiti.
Of course.
So just so you know, that's the West Coast. But I've painted personally New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Washington and Seattle, Oregon, California, Hawaii, and Dominican Republic.
Hey, my man is a world traveler.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some would call you a Rolling Stone.
Hey, it's funny that you mentioned that.
Pretty good at segueing.
I see what you're doing there. So somebody went through my Instagram, and you will see here that I am on Rolling Stone cover for the November issue with Maluma and Madonna.
Hold up, put some respect on my man.
Respect. Hey.
Yo, the only status 13 year. So Madonna and Maluma.
Send my boy Status some money, man. Send him a
What's
check.
up? Hey, Rolling Stone, what's up? Stop playing.
Yo, Rolling Stone.
Send that check.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, they ain't said nothing. They just took a picture in front of my graffiti. They loved it. They made all the money they fucking wanted. I'm on the cover of fucking Rolling Stone, yo.
Yeah, how exciting was that for you? I mean, you kind of briefly mentioned it a little bit, but dude, really talk about it, man. Air it out.
Yo, Rolling Stone posted it. Madonna posted it. Maluma posted it. Everybody fucking posted it. It's right here.
Put some fucking respect on his status, my guy.
Brooklyn. I recognize the feeling that I did there. Everybody tagged me on their pages, on Maluma's page, Madonna's page, Rolling Stone's page.
Oof.
And I realized that when I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, yo, you're on the cover on Rolling Stone. I was not aware, like, for real, until like they dropped the fucking like issue. Like, it's coming out. That's it. And it's right there, just status with Madonna and Maluma in the fucking mix.
Hey,
like, wow.
Madonna, Maluma, if you want an autographed copy of that, you know where to find us.
Exactly.
You know where to find him.
Unlimited copies, you heard?
Gonna NFT that shit, son.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Yo, that is a fact.
That's
definitely NFT that shit because I am the artist behind the shit, and they gonna have to pay me. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
that could be a whole another revenue for graffiti artists.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, so again, I kind of wanted to bring it up, but I know nothing of NFTs. I know nothing of crypto.
Me neither.
All right, yeah, all right. So I was hoping that maybe you would have a little bit more information than we do. But obviously, as an artist, are you considering any of these? Again, even though you don't know much about it, neither do I. I don't get how any of it works, but. Is there any real way?
Exactly,
yeah.
Apparently, people are buying digital fucking photos.
Yeah. So
yeah, apparently that's
what I'm saying.
the base
So,
of the concept.
of course, but I'm saying if we get him to basically ask Rolling Stone, hey, these are the rights to that's my art.
No,
right.
but that's that's not an NFT.
But we can make it an NFT.
Yeah, exactly. If I make it into an NFT, If I make it into an NFT, that my art is there with Maluma and Madonna, which my art is in the picture.
But I think it has to be a specific picture.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably
have the
right.
picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it works, man. It's weird. It's got to be like one of one.
But I think that because they used it live, perhaps,
I see.
they didn't use the actual picture, the actual digital.
Right.
Picture.
Rolling Stones' lawyers they probably have a lot more money than we do. So.
Yes,
No,
100%.
They'll bury us pretty quick.
Fighting an uphill battle with that one.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was pretty exciting.
How did that feel, man?
Yeah.
Nah, it did feel great. I wish I could get paid for it, but it did feel good. A lot of people recognized my art and started tagging me on Instagram, like a lot of fans, along with a lot of my friends. It's just everybody started DMing me like, yo, you hit the fucking cover of Rolling Stone. Did you know? And I'm waking up like from work, super tired, to go to work again. And I'm like, holy shit, I can't even comprehend. Like, I was excited. I just thought that maybe there was a way that I can get compensated, but till this day, it hasn't.
Maybe you still could.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Send that check.
What's
Stop
up?
fucking playing.
Fucking email Rolling Stone, but they haven't got back to me.
No response? Yeah.
No response.
Well, don't worry. The fans are going to blow this up. We're going to put this in all in their ears and in their face.
Yes,
They're going to have to do something.
Tag Madonna, tag Maluma, tag Rolling Stone.
Yeah, Madonna, Maluma, as artists, don't you feel disrespected that another artist is disrespected with no money?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
But then if I use her image or his image,
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
better for me, I'll get sued, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I can sue. You never know, man.
How do you spot another graffiti artist?
You don't really spot them. I mean, you do actually come across them because you have that eye. Because you're already doing graffiti, so like you have that eye. You're scoping the streets.
They got paint
Like
on
if
their,
I got
on
red
their-
paint on my
Yeah,
tins.
yeah.
I've actually ran into people as I'm doing graffiti, and I see somebody doing graffiti across the street, and like, yo, what's up? What you write? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it could either be an op, yes, or it could be somebody that is neutral, like, oh, whatever. Okay, cool, nice to meet you. Or like, oh shit, never heard of you. You know, you never know. But I have ran into people.
Graffiti artist right away is like, oh, what's your tag?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, yeah, I know you. Yeah.
Where you have a tag?
It's either gonna be like, it's either gonna fight right there, or like kind of like, okay, brush it off, like, okay, whatever. I've never heard of you.
So
Or
they
kinda
get
like,
territorial? Is that what
Yeah,
you're trying to
graffiti
say?
artists G-check each other? Like,
Yes,
Yo.
100%. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Or it's like, oh shit, nice to meet you. You know, you never know.
Right,
Like,
right.
Who you gonna meet? Is either appreciation, respect, disrespect, or like, oh shit, I've been looking for you.
Oh.
Yeah, it happens.
All right.
like if
That-
you paint
that's-
over my shit, it's on.
Yeah, there you
like
go, there
that,
you
Yeah.
you know?
But you don't really do that.
What?
You don't paint over other people's shit.
No,
do you?
I don't actually.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I feel like out of respect, I don't think
I
any
respect
graffiti artist
everybody's
should.
art. That's what I want to call it, not graffiti. I respect
Right.
everybody's art, so everybody respects my shit. So I really don't have any problem with anybody out there right now. They respect my shit. Anybody you see a status, it's not going to be ragged. I guarantee you. I'm good with everybody. Everybody either loves me or they hate me within themselves, you know. But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
won't go over me because if you do, then they know what's gonna happen because they've heard of how I deal with those things. So I
How
had-
would you find another graffiti
Oh, that's
artist?
easy, that's easy.
Yeah, I'm sure
For
they're all
real?
hitting the same times at the same spots,
No,
right?
I know how to find graffiti.
It's
artists.
all about like reputation within the community.
Well,
Would
just
you
look at
say
the
that?
tag. Usually, a fucking graffiti artist that basically have experience. So, if you go over my shit, I'm just gonna look where you usually write your shit. You're usually gonna write it around your neighborhood,
Right.
especially if you're from this generation or the next one behind this one. So I know you're from that hood. So I'm gonna ask around, or I'm just gonna stake out your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run into you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find you.
Or you, yeah, stop fucking playing with him, all right?
Stop
You
fucking
heard?
playing pussy.
Yo, stop fucking playing, yo.
Respect my name, yo.
So outside of other graffiti artists, obviously the main concern, and again, like, I mean, New York City is the Mecca. Are the cops really busting down on you guys still? Or is that really still
It's still a criminal mischief. That's
Right.
When we get locked up, it's criminal mischief, making graffiti, and graffiti instruments. Those are all the charges we get hit with.
it's pretty lame.
That's the way it sounds. Like graffiti instruments are the cans, making graffiti by doing the graffiti, and criminal mischief, whatever the fuck that shit means.
Right, right.
Then you go down to the bookings, and then you go down to see the fucking judge. You know, and then they just put you in front of the judge, and then it's either you're gonna get community service, you got to pay some money, or you just gonna probably do a day or 2 or 3 in jail. That's all.
So it's a slap on the wrist.
You sound very, very versed in
Like
the,
he's done it
subject.
before? Like he's been there?
Yes, I have many arrests for graffiti.
Many. Oh.
So basically, if you're scared of jail, don't pick up a can. That's all. I've seen niggas crying over graffiti when they get locked up, or I've seen people just they get locked up, get out, and that very next day they're doing graffiti. Me. It doesn't scare me. It's not saying that I like jail, but it's like literally a slap in the wrist. If graffiti was given out 5 years for one count,
Oh,
graffiti,
yeah.
I'm not fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're really like, just like, if you get locked up for graffiti, you're gonna get out the next day, bro. And then you got to go to court.
Yeah.
They either want the money or you got to give them your hours to do community service. It's either money or work for free.
Right.
So it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying?
So is Indigo, even with that, like, you know, it's not that serious, you said, but there's no, like you mentioned, like a sting, like where the, like a cop could be posing as a graffiti artist, but meanwhile he's not. They still doing that these days, or?
I mean, there's this whole fucking every graffiti artist hates this part of the NYPD. There's a vandal squad. There literally is a section in the NYPD that tracks down graffiti artists. So they build cases.
That seems like a real, real good use of resources.
You gotta have at least one unit for it.
Literally, like tax money is just being thrown down the drain. Like they literally just build a case on one tag. So they start taking pictures of your shit and just start building a case on you. So for every time that you hit a gate or some shit, they just gonna just hit you with everything once they finally find you.
So these boys are acting like they're finding a serial killer who leaves like a trail or some shit where it was some bird seeds just because you're using the same tag. Like it's not that serious. It's one guy. It's one guy doing it. He's not a serial artist.
I'm not blind to what I do. I know it's illegal, but yo, bro, we're just artists, and graffiti is New York, man.
Yeah, it's the culture.
We're not writing on personal cars. We're not writing on churches and schools, man. We're just writing on gates, man. Gates are meant to have graffiti in New York, man. You see all the white people, all the tourists is taking pictures in front of the graffiti when they come to New York. They love that shit, man. Stop playing with me, bro.
Stop fucking playing with
Please, yo. Please, listen. So, you know, obviously we see you with the hole in the mask, with the straw through. So is that part of the reason why you still try to remain anonymous?
Yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of people that know who I am exactly, like personally, you know. They see my face, we hang out, we chill. There's a lot of people that are watching this right now that know who I am. Like, oh, that's this guy. Can't say my name, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But I always gotta, it's just status, you know what I'm saying? So I am from Dyckman. I love my hood, and I'm gonna keep doing this here, man. Like I said, I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what. I just do it more militantly.
Right. Again, you said you have a child at home and a good job, a wife.
Nah,
got too much to lose. Oh, okay. How do you feel about? I mentioned them before, but how do you feel about the? You know, obviously we mentioned him when we talked about the anonymity. I got the word anonymity of what you're doing here today. But like a guy like a Banksy or like any of these other like big time, have a giant following. Obviously, no disrespect to you, but like guys that have massive followings. Like, do you think these guys are sellouts? Do you think these guys are like what does the community stand on guys like that?
Well, you mentioned the word Banksy, so I'm gonna talk about him. But there's other guys that have huge followings because they go mainstream. They go towards where I hate to say it, but like the white people, what they like.
Right, it's like selling out.
Yeah, I mean, kinda, I guess, because like, where do you see a Banksy villain? Where do you see a Banksy tag? I don't. Do you? You see his, portrait popping up at 70-something street, the girl with the hammer, and all of a sudden, oh my God, Banksy's in New York. And then in Europe, he just does a couple of stuff. I'm not hating on the dude. I actually like his art. But I just feel like it's just like overrated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you do street shit and then you bring the shit to like canvas and art and you're selling your shit,
that's a sellout.
No.
No.
What I'm saying is, if you do the street shit, then you do the canvas shit and sell your shit, you did it.
That's the goal. Okay.
Not just you do a couple spots in the city and it looks, oh my God, stencil work, which you could do in 30 seconds, and it's selling for $1 million. I mean, all the work that Banksy does is stencil.
Really?
You don't see it?
Nah, I mean, listen, like again, you're educating me on all of it.
Like I said, I'm not a hater. Like what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I actually like
his shit.
I like his art.
Yeah,
but it's stencil. It's literally all stencils. You could just print it out, cut it out, spray your can on the thing, and it's there.
I'm gonna say you're gone.
You know what I'm saying? It's just different type of artists, like I said. And he has a team that helps him. He doesn't do it by himself. He actually has a team that helps him do the stencil work. You know what I'm saying? It's not him out there just doing it. It's a lot of people. You know?
But as far as the respect that he gets in the community, non-existent or it's there?
I mean, there's no Banksy in Dyckman.
Yeah, of course not.
There's no Banksy in Harlem.
Right.
There's no Banksy in fucking the Bronx.
Yeah.
You see, it's like in 70-something Street. Everybody knows where it is in New York. There's one in 70-something Street. If somebody knows about another one, let me know. But there's one in New York that everybody knows about. They put a plexiglass around it. It's around 70-something Street. Like I said, I've seen it. And it's like, oh my God, there's a Banksy piece here.
Right. It's more hype than what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Hit the streets, bro.
Yeah, hit the streets and see it. Right? Put a mural up in the middle of Dyckman. Put a mural up in
Banksy throw.
Put it up in the Bronx.
Do a Banksy throw above your head. Do a filling, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, do a filling, bro. Not a stencil. There's different type of artists out there, like I said. There's the stencil work. There's the pasting with the fucking, you know, like they do the glue with the fucking. It's like a poster, and they they paste.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen those. Yeah,
around Soho a lot.
Where the whites are.
Yeah. So you know, and then you have the people that actually go out there with the spray cans and they spend their time switching caps and doing a filling, doing the outline, doing the fucking shadow, doing the border. That's a real graffiti artist. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it away from everybody else that you know, does a little stencil here and there or whatever, or just drops tags here and there. But fillings is where it's at. It's the most risk-taking thing to do anywhere in New York. If you like graffiti, I love you too. If you love status, I love you too. If you like art, I love you too. You know what I'm saying? Just Dyckman Podcast, you already know, follow them. You already know status. The only status 13 on Instagram. Follow me. Hit me up. You already know. Much love.
Stop fucking playing.
Hey, Rolling Stones, send that check. I'm not gonna fucking drop this, Rolling Stones. Drop that fucking check.
Rolling Stones, send that.
Live from the
You'll know who he is. You'll know his full government.
MC.